This is now a Star Ocean fan cast.
Oh, you got this. You have the Rocket League for Josh. I'm over here. You got the Resident Evil for Thomas.
Nice.
Everybody gets one. Everybody gets a little something, something. That probably sounded awful. I regret nothing.
This guy is not good.
Alright, everyone,
I'm
it's time for
sorry.
controversial opinion. Donkey Kong 64 is the best platformer on the N64. Yes, I mean it's better than Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie.
Can you wall kick though? Can you BLJ?
I get to be a talking gorilla. He doesn't talk, actually.
Who?
I get to play as a gorilla and his family as they murder a crocodile.
Just one crocodile?
I have to collect 200 golden bananas.
I'm sorry, Thomas. If you cannot do the Mario things, then it's just not good.
Can you shoot a gun in Mario 64?
You can break the physics of reality.
Can you fly with a jetpack?
You can fly with your ass.
I still love that Microsoft thought they had bought Donkey Kong when they bought Rare.
That's hilarious. They got fine printed.
I mean, they got Banjo-Kazooie, which is arguably just as good.
Yeah.
It's just that it's clear they weren't going to do anything with it since they made one attempt at a Banjo-Kazooie game that was horrible, and that was it.
God, I fucking hate that.
And then there's Conker's Bad Fur Day. I know they did a remake on the Xbox, which is supposedly not that bad.
Oh yeah. When did they do that? Recently?
It was for the original Xbox.
Oh.
Hey, fucking forget about it. Gabagool.
Gabagool.
Alright.
Wind Waker is the best Zelda game. I am not taking critical.
Get out of the fucking house, Thomas.
You agree with that, right, Josh?
Wind Waker's pretty good. But it still does have ocean traveling, which is arguably only good for immersion.
Is it bad that I enjoyed the ocean traveling?
No, the ocean traveling's good, but like that's the only reason why I can't say it's objectively good.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag was the best Assassin's Creed game.
You see that blue dice? Could you pass that to me?
So I haven't played Black Flag, but you really would say that over
That's
Assassin's
my
Creed.
dice.
You would say that over Assassin's Creed 2, which was so good they decided to make 2 sequels.
Yes.
I mean, I thought
Oh, okay.
Ezio was a really cool character, but like, after you play Assassin's Creed 2, you've played every Assassin's Creed that isn't Black Flag. At least Black Flag's different.
Well, yeah, I will give you that. It definitely was different.
I'm sorry. Were you able to fight 2 ghost ships in Assassin's Creed 2?
No.
There's a
sorry.
Mario reference.
Did you? I'm sorry. There's a lot of references and everything, and they all have. Assassin's Creed 3, you can unlock the Assassin Turkey.
So, like I said, I haven't really played much of it, but I imagine there isn't too much of a big city landscapes in Black Flag. Then I take it.
Well, there are.
There are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There are islands, and each island you just like. It's done very well. If I remember it correctly, there aren't even loading screens.
Oh no,
It's kind of one of those like, hey, we come onto an island, we hop off, and then holy fuck, there's a city here. Sometimes the cities are tiny, but sometimes they're fucking,
Okay.
as big as the cities are. And
So like I said, the only reference I have is seeing, like walking past my brother's room and be like, this is Black Flag. You're on a tropical island. And every time, that's all I saw.
Yeah, it was essentially the same thing as every other game, but instead of that, you also had ship-to-ship combat.
Which I saw was pretty cool. Every game that adds that shit is fun.
You took different fortresses, and like there was the better you got at ship combat, you'd unlock these like legendary ships, and like each one had their own atmospherics. It was pretty fucking good. Like, and each one had their own fight. Like, one of the like wood was like super dense, so you had to get like up close and personal with it, and like really be accurate and really hit it. Then there was one that was just like one of those like super gun deck, like they were all hypothetical or like real ships that were just like, no, these things were nuts. It was like, it has all the guns in the world in it, and it's just like a wall of bullets would come at you. And then there was another one that was actually 2 ships, and you were like, it tried so hard to sail and like surround you and do the thing from like the Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah, the
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
We don't want to name drop that. Just Johnny Depp movie.
Whalers on the moon. All right, now let's get to what we're actually all here to get to.
To talk about random shit.
Yeah.
Eat our weight in Taco Bell and play Final Fantasy VII.
I remember when Babe Ruths were 49 cents.
Oh my god.
The $100,000 chocolate bar might actually cost $100,000. Oh.
So, you had a bit of an evening last game. You watched the domain and the grove of the Rangers smolder. You had some rallies with the Druids who lost a lot of the people who were close to them. You connected with Lorraine, you conversed with Graf, you took Graf with you to deal with the Nesmith situation, to which you met Penelope, the resurrected wife of said Nesmith. You then occupied Nesmith for an hour while his children were resurrected, as to give him everything at once, as to not, like, hey, no, the rest is coming. Because, he's a delicate man. He committed suicide, to which you both were like, oh, fuck, oh, shit, oh, fuck. However, he was doing it so that he could transfer his essence to a clone body, which was made back when he wasn't, a meat sack addicted to drugs and just horribly out of shape. He then got his unseen servants to clean and start rebuilding his home. And in an effort to kill time, one of you suggested, one was Max, suggested, using the Rings of Escape and giving them to Reginald and Regina, as you viewed that they really only cared about each other, i.e. themselves, and that maybe they would love eternity together with no one to bother them. Nesmith, agreeing with that, took you to there, and after some tense negotiations and persuasion, you were able to bequeath it upon them, and they disappeared forever. Their House Carl was there, got the message, and told their armies to stand down. And now they are residing somewhere in the Fingers, awaiting orders for now. But I'm sure they'll get angsty in the coming days. Huh?
You mean the house cow?
Shut up. You then went back to your ship. Nesmith brought you back. You guys got aboard your ship. No, Nesmith brought you back to Nesmith's. Basco took you back to Therowen.
That's where
with Graf.
Yep.
You all talked. You got on your ship. You were going. Pat heard what you said about about Marymount, because a lot of his people came from Marymount, or he knew people in Marymount. You connected with Crench. You guys were setting up a plan where you found out that Marymount has set up an anti-magic field. Basically, getting rid of all magic that was on the island forever. But they're the only place that is actually 100% safe from Martiketh.
Out of curiosity, how long would that Did we ever find out how long that would last? Is this just like a permanent effect?
Go
now?
ahead and roll an Arcana check if you want.
Because I know it's shitty, but at the same time, it's kind of cool that there's a place in this planet that's just magic does not work.
I'll join you.
Nat 1.
I'll fix it. 7.
12.
You weren't given any prefixes on it, but from what you were told, it was, and what you put together, it was its kind of own magical item that was doing this, and some things were done to amplify it, but you were given no specifics on how long it could last. So theoretically, maybe forever? Maybe. Who knows? That's something you're going to have to look into. I mean, you can't say with any certainty, but you do have the concept of, like, could this last forever?
Because I do like the idea of like a D&D area where it's just like, nope, you gotta go there with nothing.
No. Like, it's all skill there, baby. They all took the great sacrifice. You heard that the Western Isles wasn't reporting because they were taken by Marduketh. And everyone agreed that after... Because, it'd be about... Yeah, you guys took your long rest. So you just finished your long rest. You had met with Lorraine first, with Rainey, and had her conversation with Rainey. And then, is she coming with you? I can't remember.
No, I was just talking to her and Savor.
Yeah, and then, it is the morning. Well, I'd say, you had a long night, so probably 10:30, 11, closer to noon, let's say that.
We could invite Savor with us.
Wait, hold up. Yes, we were going to do that. That was actually part of the plan.
Okay.
Because either he was coming with us for this, or maybe he was coming with us for the last fight with Marduketh. Either way, we're like Mind Chrysalis and Mage. We're like, maybe those two.
Yeah, you guys had kind of been like, we think he might have something here to help us. We don't know what.
Yeah.
But we did kind of just silence his god, so maybe throw him a bone.
Yeah.
But, current plan, Crinch went back to his thing, Graf went back to his thing, Nesmith's with his family. It was just going to be, Crinch, you, and Korvac, but if you wanted to bring Saber.
Oh, yeah. Let's invite him.
What about Rainey?
I want to invite her. No more than
Yeah, because
her.
now it's just like, go into the fucking two of them room, both of them high-ranking adventurers. Hey, Savor, we're going to need you today. Hi, Rainey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have time stop, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
My spells are Gucci.
Kree, the newest simulacrum, starts gathering everybody for you. While you two and Crinch are hanging out in the study waiting for Savor and Rainey to suit up and join you. So, final hour before next big dive. Thoughts, concerns?
Do you think it's wise that we make contact with the army that's outside? Maybe they have information.
From what we know, they are looking forward and waiting for some sort of signal from us to invade.
I see.
These are Crinches.
We're not. Oh, okay.
What were you
I was
about
gonna
to say?
Don't forget Marduketh this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are Mardukeths. Oh, 4, 10, 9. He's making people fail. 6, 16, 12. He's making people succeed.
I got me a Marnie.
Duality, that's what I'm all about.
COVID.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about. So, sorry, yes. Was there anything that you wanted to discuss with French while you waited?
How was the general mood today?
Give me an insight check.
That's what you get from Korvac.
Yes, that was part of. I think you did that before bed while he was dealing with Rainey.
10.
It's not really tense. What were you expecting tenseness from?
I was just curious and see how everybody was doing.
Things have been relatively well. Like, as shitty as things are in the world, and as dreary and civil war things are, everywhere you've gone, you've had victories. On top of that, Max Senior's back. You know, Savor and Rainier in a very happy relationship. Crinch killed Brando, you know? Like, everyone's on cloud 9. So that really helps with the fact that the world's going to shit. You know, when it's somber times, it's somber times. But at the same time, like, it's not like, you know, we're not in the, what's the series that Dark Souls rips off?
Berserk.
Berserk. Yeah, it's not like Berserk. You know, where like everything's terrible all the time.
Not yet. That was that alternate timeline, or not.
Oh god, it could still be this timeline. Don't worry, you could still fuck things up horribly.
It was that past jump that we did before Pangier. That was the Berserk time. Or
which one?
When me and Preston did a one-off.
Oh, the one where the world burned. Well, the one that basically was before the Eternals reforged the Earth?
Yeah, and we were flying by the nowhere, and it was just like on fire and smelled of rotten flesh, and that was fun.
Yeah. It's been how long? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And the fire's still getting to things. It's like, oh my god.
I do think we should go in with a bit of a battle strategy. Do we have any ideas?
That's why you wanted Savor. He knew Counterspell.
Oh.
I remember we were gaining things a little bit more clearly because Cringe was about to suggest Counterspell, Counterspell, Counterspell.
Counterspell. I will also... Do you think Foresight would be useful in this fight?
I mean...
I know it would be taking a 9th level spell away from you. But...
I mean, it would. You're absolutely right. Korvac? I mean, you'll have to hold on to your wish then.
Yes.
Because someone needs to have it. And he gives you Foresight, bud.
Gotcha.
So you have Foresight now.
Nice.
Good thinking, Mac.
I'm gonna have to steal that one from you and Vasco one day.
Just, I don't want to tell you exactly what, because it would kind of lean, but there was one more thing that you had said that you wanted to do at this point in this session. So I know kind of a lot of things escaped us from the last session, but there was another bit of research. Eventually, not after this, but...
I know I want to go talk to Tamlin.
And someone else you wanted to talk to. Equally as powerful as Tamlin. Maybe a little bit more powerful. Tamlin's had history with him. We'll get back to it.
Good Mordecai?
Yeah.
That's right.
Because you were like, hey, yeah, I was like, you had a whole list of people that you wanted to talk to. That's why you gotta write this stuff down. Goals, too, not just, you know, things that have happened. Like, make sure to-do list.
Yes.
Talk to good Marduketh.
Yes.
Because you guys had that plan of, like, we could go to the alternate universe and find a good one. And I was like, no, guys, you have a good one. And you were all like, oh, yeah. That guy exists in a pocket dimension right next to us at all times.
Did I use Wish to make him a real boy?
I mean, you can certainly try, but do you think you're more powerful than Marduketh?
After Marduketh is dead, maybe.
Because remember, Marduketh was some level power when he was created, and thus that's how powerful that thing is.
Right.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Also, just to save us from rules when we get into combat, I did look it up. Thrown weapons are strength. It's finesse weapons that have to be dexed. So slashing weapons that are thrown and bows. Just letting you know.
No, yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I'm glad you did. Like, as long as I get the right answer.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, it's fine. So it's just like, if you need time to do something, it's fine. So, Savor, Rainey, joins you, gun in hand. I was just like, thinking about the shotgun.
Savor would probably benefit from Psychic Strain.
Why don't you give it to him? Coward.
I will.
So, what's the game plan?
I figure our best move would be, I guess, because at the moment the main tension point is the Mardukap that's holding Chieftain Takashi hostage. Should we sneak in to the palace, and if we chop his head off, that, should help, start moving things in our direction.
Can we really sneak against Mardukov?
We have the teleport. I know the teleporter right into the throne room. That's probably
That's what I'm
best
thinking.
move.
We get in there and we hit him with all we've got. We do need to make sure that we, hold on to a counter spell for when he attempts to use contingency.
Well, we don't know how many there are, so we'll see.
I mean,
How many what?
Simulacrums.
Yes, but still, anytime one's about to go down, we need to make sure someone is prepared and able enough. OOC has their reaction.
he didn't counter spell, right, in your ring?
Nope.
No,
we
he's
didn't
got
do that.
time stop.
Yeah, time stop.
The other ring, the one that can hold up to a 5th level spell.
Let me check for you real quick.
I think I gave you maybe haste.
I know I have comprehend, language, haste, and featherfall. So no.
Okay. That will still be useful.
If you have, if you wanted to give him something, you probably should have done it before. Now.
Yeah.
But you can always cast stuff into that and it'll push stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
So you take your time, get together. Rainey loads and locks in that order. Well, there's no time like the present. You all make your way to the teleporter, and then Ren just gives you the nod. And just like that, the halls of Trench's floating castle fade away. Go ahead and change the music.
There's a part of me that likes all of these options and powers. But there's another part of me that's just like, oh god, my turn is gonna be so fucking long.
I know, but it's gonna be an amazing fucking strike. I believe in you.
Just when you think of order of operation.
I mean, if you were to, use time stop as your sort of first strike.
So it would be time stop, rage. That's turn one. Then I'll be using up as many javelins as
Haste.
possible. Haste comes last.
Why would haste come last?
Because if I'm using turns and haste in time stop, I'm just going to come out and hit the floor.
That is a very valid point, yeah.
What happened?
If I use haste in time stop, I'm just going to hit the floor by time stop ends. Depending
Unless
on how...
you made it your last thing.
Exactly. So it would be... It would be... Oh, but I can't cast magic while raging. So it would be time stop.
Hey, this is why I asked you so many times if you were ready.
I'm ready. It'll come.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're good to, like, I can not be super meta in it yet.
I need both of you to give me perception checks, both with your advantages. Come on, make them good ones. Now's not the time for shit.
17.
Not bad.
26.
Better. I'll start with the Korvac. This is the first time you've been in the courtroom for the Western Isles. It's a rather large room, but unlike most throne rooms you've been in, it is long, but you're standing atop a long staircase. And while the room is long, it's just to kind of house most of the descent, as the throne is this entire large kind of... It's a mix with ivory and jade, kind of almost bespectacled and merged in throughout. The throne itself is made of this same emerald, ivory, kind of marble mix, but it's inladen with gold and rose gold designs of symbols that don't really make much sense to you, but it is rather ornate. It has an arch, wooden arch over top it. And you can see a rather hastily made, but still ornate, wooden throne is made slightly behind and to the right. And that is where Chieftain Takashi is currently sitting, while Mardeketh is sitting in the gold proper throne. There are roughly 4 guards. They appear to be guards and soldiers of the Western Isle, but they're still in this room, so you get the sense that despite probably being soldiers, they still are like, hey, I know who's in the throne right now.
Right.
You do not see 4 guards. You see all the scenery as him. There are 12 guards in this room.
What?
8 of them in rather fancy, ornate, jaden armor. Kind of waiting anxiously, reaching towards their swords. But more than that, it's almost... You almost didn't see those or count those, because of the rather large, lumbering. It's not a knight. It's not an armor that you've ever seen, but you can tell it's a knight to these people. You can tell it's also armor is not really made by everyone else's. While the 8 soldiers that you saw, they do have jade and armor, but the armor's not made of jade. It's kind of like an inlay, sort of like a decorum. It's kind of an infusion. This guy's armor seems to be made out of gold and jade, which doesn't really make much sense to you, because they're both soft, but you can see that this thing is emanating power. And it stands next to Mardeketh with the large katana, much like your old dancing sword. And this thing's standing at about 9 feet tall. And it's starting with a sword of a being with an equivalent sword's length, just at his throat, ready to slice it.
Oh, I'm thinking like, why did I? Oh, Mac is a stand user.
They're invisible.
And on this note, I would like to use my stand to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Boys, I figured you'd be coming eventually.
Yes, may I just question, what is going on? How's it going?
Oh, well, you know, taking my rightful spot.
This isn't a grave.
Funny, I would turn to sand. I don't need a grave. You'd know that if you thought.
I'm just symboling what death is like. I don't need to, be explained to how your death works, which, by the way, is about to happen.
Oh, what? You don't think I noticed this thing here? You immediately see Takashi kind of like, oh, don't worry about it, boy. I knew that this was here. I could see it, just like your invisible soldiers over there. No threat to me, really, ultimately. I am just, gonna turn to sand anyway. But, for now, I'm sitting in the throne. Her people see that. What more do I need, really, than that?
I mean, you can get off.
I don't think I will.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to take you off.
And he waves his hand, and 2 more Mardicats make their way into the room, each from left and right hand side.
Do you want to take this show in the road?
All right. If
Well.
I had to say, am I closer to the left or right? I'll just go over towards that one.
Yeah, you're closer to the one on your left.
All right. Well,
Because you guys kind of came in on the left-hand side of the floor.
I'm starting combat then.
All
I'm
right,
rushing in
let's
on the left
do this.
one.
Let's do this.
Also, I don't like how cocky he is, so something tells me he's gonna blow something
He's
up.
sitting on a throne in a country that's seceded to him.
Right, but they already know we killed 4 of them in one shot. Or
And what can simulacrums not do?
learn?
Or change perspective?
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not as bad as we hoped.
I'm acting!
Okay. I was kind of hoping. I'm not hoping. I was really thinking like, oh shit, he's
got like a
he's
move
got
or something.
bombs in the city or something.
Oh, he's got bombs in the city. He's a wizard, my dude. Anytime there's a wizard anywhere, there's bombs in the city. It's called Fireball.
I wanted to make a character who had Swiss stick. He was just a terrorist. An anti-governmental terrorist. Is this moist enough?
Yes.
It is.
Anybody want a cold wolf?
A cold wolf?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That's fine.
Anybody want to play Mac this session?
Why do you not want to play Mac?
Oh no, I do. I'm just kidding. I just want to be polite.
You know, this last week I've been thinking about
Stuff.
Tyron and Rixel. Like, what if there's this weird alternate universe where years down the road, Rixel just kind of took out part of Tyron's psychopathic nature?
Hey!
Like surgically removed his psychopathic part of his brain?
Well, what I mean is just like, well, Tyron's big on like, I'm gonna give you justice, but like, I'm gonna make it fucking hurt kind of thing. I'm just like, what if Rixel started dissecting people with a busted up fucking butcher's knife instead? It kept revivifying people instead.
Like turning people into Dahmer zombies?
Well, I mean, you know, he's not that bad.
No, but I'm just saying Rixel has the potential for being worse because he is a lizard man.
Yeah. But at the same time, you know,
Yo.
Tyron's very good on choice. It's like, look, we can do it, you know, an easy way, or we can do it. Like, look at the fucking, when he found the...
I'm not saying it would be the canonical outcome. I'm
Oh,
saying
no, no, no,
alternate
no, no.
universe, Rixel's
Oh, yeah.
just like, I've had it.
Oh, yeah, evil, we all.
Evil
definitely.
Rixel.
I still love that fucking session that you weren't here. Alex and I were both debating, like, do we just kill your master?
Yeah, we were like, he's not here to defend himself. We could just do this. Okay, so this is the post for the arch that go over the throne, which is this. This is the other throne. These are the steps. And these are kind of flat ground from where you are. You guys came in from here with Crinch.
Alright, just to verify, these steps. So this is definitely lower ground from each of
No,
these
no, no, no,
steps.
no. These are high grounds.
Okay, oh, those are high grounds.
These are high grounds. The steps descend in the middle.
Okay, gotcha. Just want to make sure it wasn't the opposite.
Alright, which Mardicats do you want to fight?
Blue guy. Just because.
God, he has more Mako points.
Ha ha ha. Where are you? And which are you? Do you want to start as werewolf? Because you're initiating combat. I'll let you be a werewolf if
I'm
you
not
are.
werewolf. I am.
Why are you there?
I just put Mac there while we were sorting stuff out.
You're over here. You guys are over here.
Oh, okay.
This is Cringe,
Gotcha.
and this is the one you're close to, which is why it's like
That's the one I'm going for. Yeah. There we go.
And then I just realized I forgot Savor and Rainy. As I often do.
Hey, not to get your cocky bitch, but this looks pretty easy.
Yes, this is where
This is where Takashi does.
this is where we have to be cautious of what's going on, Josh.
Make that Savor. Wait, what am I doing? Make that Savor. What am I fucking doing?
Oh, yeah.
He's killed too many Mardicats already. This looks easy.
No, they just come in waves. Every turn, 2 more Mardicats. Oh, fuck.
I roll 1d4 and that many Mardicats come in
Every fucking turn.
until you retreat.
No.
No?
No.
It's like we're playing a mid-2000 shooter.
What did I tell you about making meta jokes? Once again, I can't keep making the woman archers fucking kobolds. I'll get cancelled.
Get canceled.
There we go, Rainy.
Yeah, that's better. This will be Rainy. Just because it's a wood elf.
Basco, is that you?
Shush. You know what I need, gentlemen.
Can I get advantage on on initiative?
You're not that level barbarian yet.
What, warlock?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, barbarian.
I know.
What's up, bud?
8.
You're the healer. You want to go last. Let me get my Mardicat spell list ready.
I hope today he decided to be another simulacrums. I hope he decided to just be a normal boy today. I decided that I needed a lot of utility.
Today I decided to work the farm, so I only have spells that help farms.
Do you think we're gonna need to summon the power of Mothra?
Mothra, I need you to kill yourself.
Crunch. It's like Chief Nagashi is like, we must summon upon the power of Mothra to assist us in this fight. It's either that or King Ghidorah. I can never say his name. King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's the good guy, sometimes he's the bad guy, sometimes he's comic relief.
He's ready to go.
I did like the Godzilla arc of our friendship.
The Godzilla arc? Yeah, that was pretty good. I don't know, my favorite part about that is still the fact that the druid was the one controlling the giant robot.
Yeah.
And you just got to do a fucking, first strike on Godzilla.
Yep. You had to plunge cool lightning rods in him.
I got to shoot the ultra mega cool.
And then I was just like, well, I'm out of things to do, so I'm just gonna chomp on this.
I just love, that's like a personality trait of Korvac. It's like, it doesn't matter how big the enemy is, he is still susceptible to whack.
I'm just gonna burrow into his skin. Ah, it's like a fucking horsefly.
Just giant Godzilla head.
Yeah. For some reason, I just got a flashback of like when I first watched One Punch Man. And that big giant dude and his fucking evil genius brother is just like, he's on your shoulder, kill him, and he just
He hits the wrong shoulder. No!
Oh god.
Okay. Found everything I needed. What'd you say you got, bud?
8.
So I got the dead guy, Korvac. What'd you get?
13. What do you think was gonna happen?
Yo.
Coloring paranoid, but you did manage to move one of those divination dice away somewhere, right? The 3 that was over here. Oh. Might have to reroll those. If those are low, those are Mardicats.
Yeah, these are Mardikets.
I think we missed them.
Yeah, I think they've just been moved.
Yeah, I know, but where the fuck would they be moved? Cause
Oh, you're missing the physical.
yeah, this is what I'm looking for. The die is
Are
gone.
they in there?
Huh? Oh, you know what? This is it. I thought I was through on one of mine. Alright, that was... right. I know what this one was. Yeah, it's 6, 9, 15.
Okay.
No, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to re-roll both of these because I think they both got moved. Oh, I'm so glad I did that. Remember, these were... I'm going to say, for your guys' sake, these were Crunch.
Yeah, I mean...
And then these were Mardicats.
In the grand scheme of things, it's the same. Like, we haven't dug into that outcome yet, so...
Well, I mean, there's a nat 1 on this side, so... you want to say in the grand scheme of things that I give this one to Mordecai? Is that what you're saying? Woo! Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Kill him. Ooh, squeeze her. She makes like noises.
Squeaky toy.
That is what she is.
What was your roll again, but 13?
13.
13. Alright, Rainy, Savor.
Please tell me you don't have a situation where all the Mardicats move on the same turn again.
I did this again. I grabbed the fucking die again. God fucking damn it. You guys gotta help me police myself.
Sure. I'll stare right at them.
Get further out of my reach. I gotta get these away from these piles because I see this and just see, my technical die. And just reach and grab past it. Alright, it was 1, 19, and 16. Yeah, that was good. Those were good dice.
I just go, bad.
Alright, for the last time, this fucking...
We got Marnie cam going on.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 turn orders. Of them, only 2 are player characters. So please, for the love of God, have your turns ready by the time we get to them.
Yes.
Alright. Are we ready?
I am. I have the power of the Marnie. She's actually mind melded with me.
Mind melting you.
So, we'll start off with this Mardakath over here.
The eagle screech really adds to the ambiance.
She's gonna cast. Can you grab anti-magic field from that, or special effect, or something like that? And she's gonna cast that on herself. Marty. You could have. Okay. Right here. Okay. He casts anti-magic zone, walks over here and kind of encompasses Takashi in that. That does not seem to affect this at all. You notice that he cannot. I cannot emphasize this enough. You cannot see this.
Oh, of course.
And it's Rainy's turn.
So anti-magic field. You can cast it without it applying to yourself?
It doesn't. You're thinking of anti-magic zone.
Oh, okay.
Basically, spells are suppressed in it. Magic items become mundane. Like stuff like that. It doesn't. It's not something that fucks with you.
Okay.
Like
It just creates
paradox. Like no, it's nothing like that.
Explode.
I didn't think this through. Rainy's gonna actually, hold on. I'm forgetting about her secret ability. Wow. Fuck you. D-bag. Need D8s. Show me a D8.
We need potato salad.
Jesus, Marnie. Rainy, roll lower. She's like, I'm not even in there.
I am in great pain. Man, you're just like menacingly staring at that fucking Bardicat simulacrum.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, when my turn order comes, you're fucked.
Well, you know what? I'll let you have an attack on it, because you did initiate this. Maybe not a full round,
Okay.
but I'll let you have an attack on it.
Alright, we'll get one attack off.
And he's just like, but you see what I did was, I put all my power into it.
Well, I crit, so... well, almost best absolute outcome. That's 29. It's pretty good.
29 damage?
Yep.
That's it?
It's a crit without any buffs on it, so yes. I didn't upgrade a weapon mastery that either. Could have been a 39.
29, you said. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm attacking the wrong boy. 29 makes... God, I need something a little bit more jazzy than this. But there ain't nothing Asian.
Slayer opening.
Yeah, this is what I wanted.
So,
There we go.
suppose, yeah. Just make that a rushing, I'll make it a slash, because this is technically a slashing weapon. Just try to whoosh.
Sure. Rainey shoots that guy with a solid shot. Nothing great. Blood splatters that turns to sand.
Oh, that's weird.
And you slashed this guy pretty good. But don't worry, it's his turn now.
Perfect.
So I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ha.
You have advantage on this, by the way.
I did roll it. Got a 16.
I mean,
I can blow Indomitable.
I will, because as soon as I say whether that passes or fails,
I
it
know
stops you from doing stuff. So I'm going to
failed.
give you the opportunity.
I know that failed. So I'll blow Indomitable on one of these dice. That's not any better. So yeah, 16 it is.
Okay, hold on. What is your wisdom saving?
It was a +2. So it's a 16 total.
God, even if he gave you the 19, you wouldn't be able to beat the DC, you fucking bastard.
That's why I was questionable on the Indomitable.
I don't know what I'm counterspelling. I'm going to counterspell.
Dominate person.
I will counterspell this at level 5.
Well, I'm gonna need. Well, hold on. You cheeky, breaky bitch. Okay, so you picked the exact level that the spell is.
Yeah.
Metagaming fuck. Alright. So that spell is cancelled. Speak up a little bit more before we start going into saving throws and Indomitables, but your Indomitable is still burnt.
I don't know why I thought that, because I was like, maybe he could re-roll it and I can save
I'm
my
just
reaction.
I'm gonna give you, Cringe could give you the 19, that gives you 21, his spell DC.
Yeah. That's why I was just like, I don't think Indomitable matters unless you get a nat 20.
Alright, he sees that. He knows that, well, if he tries to back away from you, he knows that's not going to do anything now, is it? Yeah, it's not like he's got any cool bonus action-y stuff. Yeah, I guess he's just going to fucking end his turn there. Takashi's turn. Ha 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 ha! Okay. That's good. That was real good. Jesus! 17. 24. 30. 45. So you can't see anything.
Nope.
Except for blood and sand spurt from his chest in 3 pretty strong, deep, horizontal slices. You see the samurai, jaded samurai, slash with the sword 3 times like this, very quickly, like, and, oh fuck, he also gets this. He tries to punch him, but it doesn't work.
Oh.
But yeah, he just did a fuck ton of damage really quickly to him. And then Mordekaiser's kind of like, oh fuck. This is a little bit more than, you know.
God, you just gotta love how cocky he is.
That's going to be his downfall.
He turns to Takahashi and he's like, You're a little bit more than I've had in mind, girly. And now it's going to be Borback Johnson's turn.
Well, now we're opening up with a time stop. And I have to roll that d4.
Come on, maximum.
Well, that's 2 times in a row now.
4, right?
So it's 4 total.
Don't forget you use your bonus action to rage.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop it if I want to blow haste though afterwards. And then rebuff it again. So I'm gonna blow rage as my bonus action this turn.
Hold on.
Hmm.
You want to cast haste, you're saying, right?
Right. So I would have to drop rage at the end of this, cast haste, and then blow rage on another turn.
Yeah, but so you're trying to use your rage on your throws here.
Yeah, because
I get you.
Now I know their strength, so.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not at disadvantage. You can take a step back or two.
Well, hold on.
You know.
Make sure I have the right name of this.
Yep. Do you mind being my counter for my turn, Thomas?
Okay.
Just I imagine my first turn's over because technically I spent my action doing.
Yes, this you are now officially. You have movement, I guess.
Right. Why?
But you've cast that turn, so yeah.
So I have 3 turns left.
Oh, you already have frozen time, right?
Yes.
Fuck! It doesn't matter. I'm looking up. He's a warcaster. He could. He was about to get a spell of attack of opportunity on you, but the time's frozen. What am I fucking doing? Yes. So, proceed. My apologies.
Since we're still in foresight, every single one of these is at advantage. So here we go. Let me just get
Plus rage bonus.
plus fucking rage bonus. Yeah. Well, the first one's a crit.
Thomas.
So that's a crit?
Nope.
No.
What are you doing? No, it's turn 1.
We're just
He just asked me to write his stuff down. For
no,
him.
just the turns. We'll remember everything from this point.
Yeah, I just wanted you to let you know it's
I gotcha.
All right, that's a 9 plus a 4, so that's 13 for the first throw.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm doing the javelins. 23 to hit. Is that good?
Yes.
That's also another 13 to hit.
Even though it was a crit the first time?
Oh, fuck. Right. The crit would mean plus 7 on the first one, so that would
Okay,
be
got
20.
it. Got it. I just added the 7 on top.
Mhm.
So this is your last attack of this turn, right?
Correct.
And your total is?
17. 17? Nope. Okay, so that one's going into the wall.
Mhm.
Round 2.
Hey man, you ruined my wall. You guys gotta leave.
You gotta pay for that.
I'm joining Mardicap.
That's another crit.
I love how you're doing your best to roll on top of this hill that came from my melted map.
Sorry. So just
If you die hitting yourself, you die.
Yeah, I just fucking die.
He's just killed by a giant fucking.
Why?
boss.
17 damage.
Why was it 7 when you added the crit, by the way?
It should have been a 6 plus 6. My apologies. I looked down and looked at my modifier, and my brain's just like, yeah, read that, you idiot.
Yeah, I was just like, hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so you did a what now?
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 17.
17? How the fuck did you do 17?
That was a crit. So it's.
Oh, got it.
6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 7. Attack number 2, round 2.
Wait, hold on. So this is turn 2.
This is turn 2.
Yeah. Okay.
You got that already?
This is a 28 to hit for.
Believe it or not, that does hit.
Oh fuck! Wow. 12 damage. This is attack 3.
Just for you sticklers at home, none of this damage is happening yet because he's
Just
thrown
yet.
it. But I am adding the damage because they are in fact hits.
All right, so that's a 24 to hit for 11 damage.
You're so lucky he can't cast shield on himself in this.
Yeah, I know. So this is round 3.
You have 4 turns total, right?
When I cast, do I get that turn, or am I in that turn when I cast? What I mean is, like, I know I have 4 turns, but when I casted it, I had a bonus action, so therefore it's ending an action on that moment.
The moment you do your thing, time stops.
Right. What I mean is like, do I have one more turn, or is this the last one?
No, you have 4 turns. You're on turn 3.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All
You
right.
would cast haste, and that would use your action, but you would then have the force.
So I have still time to throw spears. That's all that means. Just making sure.
Remember, you get an action based off of haste. You get a hasted action. So with your last turn, you can cast haste on yourself and then use the hasted action to do the attack that ends time stop.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
So this turn is still viable for...
More spears.
Yes. And also, if you want to use your bonus action, you have to do it before your action. There's no rules that say your bonus action comes after your action.
Yes, I know. But I have to drop rage to get to haste, so it's fine.
I know. I'm just letting you know you were asking about your bonus actions. Like, you can do it in whatever order.
Order I want.
Yeah.
So that's a 20 to hit.
Well, once again, you're lucky he can't cast shield.
14 damage.
Jesus! It's like it's not even fair.
Dude, you might be able to just outwardly kill him.
Well, that's another 20 to hit, but only 10 damage.
Okay.
Last swing on this buddy, last javelin. Oh, thank God I'm rolling at advantage. 19? That one hits.
His AC is 18.
Oh, fuck.
He's a mage, my dude. He's got the robe of the Archmagi, which makes his DC 13 plus his dex.
11.
No, 14 plus his dex?
11.
15 plus his dex.
11 damage.
That's it.
Alright, and
Pussy.
now I have to drop my rage.
I want that item.
And then this
You
is
don't
my-
have to drop rage.
to cast haste?
Oh, I guess you do. Yeah.
I'm
But
dropping
dropping rage is a free action.
Oh, I thought it was a bonus action.
It's bonus action to become enraged. Free action, you can just stop being enraged whenever you want.
Well, that makes things so much easier.
Doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
hold on. If I'm not mistaken, that's the way it is, right? Pretty darn sure.
I'm thinking a werewolf might be dropping bonus action then.
No, my apologies. You can end it as a bonus action. My apologies.
Either way.
Either way, you're doing what you're doing.
I'm doing what I'm doing. So, bonus action, dropping rage. Last turn, turn 4. Popping haste.
And what are you doing as your bonus action on this turn?
Well, that's what I said, I'm popping. Oh, no, that's my full action. So, yes, so my action is to use haste on turn 4. And then I have my action from haste and my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna rage.
You can't rage. You're concentrating on haste.
You're right, so I cannot rage on this. Well,
Yeah, that's why I was like, why aren't you just using the bonus action from the last turn? I don't understand what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm a fucking idiot. You're right. Alright, so I cast haste, and...
Make your last action in this entire turn. Oh, Alex, by the way, I use my action search.
I have to get that cape he has.
What cape?
The cape of the Archmage.
It's not the cape, it's a robe.
Robe, sorry.
I
Cape.
can still use my bonus action to turn into a werewolf. That's what I'll do. And I have 1 attack still.
Now you're werewolf, man.
I am werewolf, man. God, this
Technically, the robe of the Archmage should really only be on Mardakath. But it was one of those things that's like, I consider part of him, so it does become like something that was multiplied. However, his other magical items that he has are not on these guys, just the robe of the Archmage. But it is it's a legendary artifact. It's a common one that you can find in D&D, but it is a good thing to get.
I think I'm gonna loot it. I'm like, ooh, this is a nice replacement for my,
No, you won't get it from this guy.
I know.
Yeah. He's got the robe of the Archmagi, he's got the staff of the Archmagi, then he's got my special one.
So that was a 32 to hit. For,
Believe it or not, does not hit.
I'm powerful.
for 23 damage.
Woo!
For my coming out of time stop.
Are you gonna,
I mean, of course you are.
are you gonna action surge?
Do we really want to?
Why wouldn't you? We've talked about this. Why? It's all about action economy. Why would you allow them to have more turns?
Fair point. But
If he lives, he has reactions. He has counter spells.
Right.
You know, like
But because I've hit him, time stops ended.
yeah,
So you could tell me how this results.
sure.
And then I can actually search, maybe.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to do the action search as part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, with the exception of one, you froze time and then just and it just took, and then as you hit him and bring causality to start pushing forward again, it's just except for the one which ricochets off the back wall and does nothing. But you now you get to see things in this fight. Well, not see things in this fight. Just like him.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden, spears! So many spears! Spears everywhere! All in Mardakath. He's got multiple spears sticking in him. Sand is pouring out of his wounds.
Gotcha.
He's close.
He's alive.
You could kill
But
him.
yes, of course, I would tell you if he died, my dude.
You could kill him and then strike on this Mardakath.
Well, we'll see. So, action surge away.
Surge away,
That's why I
surge
love
away,
quarterback.
surge away.
Oh, but he can shield this, potentially. 16 plus 8 is
24.
24. Thank you, man. 24 to hit.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
You rolled a 7, so you got a 23 instead. And then he casts shield.
Okay.
It took some doing, because you got 1 above his shield, because 18 plus 5 is 23. You got
Right.
24. He's like, "Argh." So you didn't hit him that time.
Oh, I hit him this time. That's a 29.
Yeah?
Okay. 10 plus 11, so 21 damage.
That's exactly how much you needed. How do you want to kill this one?
Can I just fucking tear him to shreds with the spears that are in him? Just fucking rack them.
So you kind of, like, to everybody else, it looks like you're kind of doing that Jackie Chan, like,
As a wolf?
practicing the Tai Chi on those wooden pedestals, you know? But what he's actually doing is fitting his arms into these spears so he can kind of just, like, grab some and then, like, pull his arms out. Because his arms are massive.
Yeah.
And just pushing and pulling and spreading these spears, it kind of just cuts his innards and kind of slices him in different directions. Horizontally, ultimately until he just turns to sand and falls away. You got that boy done.
Cool.
You could do like a cool wolf just
That's-
jump onto
It's
the
gonna
other.
happen. My bonus attack.
Well, you still have a normal attack left, right?
I have a normal attack, and a haste action, and this bonus action.
Okay.
So will you allow me to bonus action towards him just for cool bad points?
Yeah, for cool guy points, I'll allow it.
I mean, I could just run over there, but you know.
I mean, it kind of indirects your attack action, but at
It
the end of the
does.
day, like, who gives a shit, you're a werewolf.
Right.
And I just let, Archmagi Robe get copy and pasted to all the simulacrums, because the math would not be worth making another separate fucking Mardakath.
So it's a 32 to hit
Yep,
for,
you know it does.
24 damage.
24
And
damage.
that's after he just took a massive amount of damage.
That's a
From what?
crit.
The samurai.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant the rainy shot. I'm like, not so much with the rainy shot, actually. She rolled like shit. Take your time, bud.
34, 8, 40. If this
Yes. Always yes.
Always yes. Carry the 1.
They said the Drovki no put the cannons. The Drovki yes put cannons.
42 damage on that crit.
What?
That's why I'm like.
Please kill him as well. This is his other Mardakath. Oh, fuck.
God, you're fucking close, dude. 42, you said?
Yeah.
Do you have anything left in you before I say the next thing I'm about to say?
Hasted action.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and
I think I missed, but the 21. Is he gonna save himself?
Hold on. You said 21?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's gonna shield that.
that's fair. That's turn 1 haste. Or turn 2 haste, actually.
So 124.
I'll track that for you, bud.
Thanks, bud. There's a lot in one
Do you
turn.
know how bonus attack? No,
I
you
used it
the
to
one-
lunge
used
across
it to
the room.
move. I'm gonna give him advantage on this, but you did more than half of his remaining hit points in one turn. So I'm gonna...
Alright.
Okay, he resisted any horribly damaging effects, because like you know,
Yes.
he's got resiliency and constitution. But yeah, you did more than half of his remaining hit points in one turn, buddy boy.
Yep.
Mac, you haven't even had a turn yet.
I feel like it's gonna be like 4 more turns.
Nah, it's Savor and then Mac, actually.
I hope Savor just does the finishing blow.
But we still have that boy. And we still have contingency.
I'm just like counting up all the things that just got used in that turn.
So everybody, a lot of stuff.
I understand. He's...
I love how our battles are just now like basically quantum theory put into D&D.
So many dice. Alright, blow time stop, that's gone.
He uses power word stun on this Marduketh. You grab stunned and put him on there. He has less than 150 HP. There is no saving throw. There's nothing he can do. It just happens.
With the power of God, you cannot play.
I'm taking the Nintendo home with me. No! Which was funny because he was the last one to have a turn in turn order.
Yeah.
So we're just skipping this guy.
I was looking at the front because it was like, oh yes, it'll tell me exactly where it is, and then us psychopaths have put the rings in wrong.
Yes, we have. Multiple times.
Yeah.
And then I guess he's got...
God, what a mix of emotions. Go from raging, throwing spears, and now concentrating on haste.
Dude, you're gonna have like a depressive episode.
Or, I'm just a really cool mage without being a mage.
I mean, Time Stop was built with you in mind.
It was, but I'm just thinking about like a non-caster using concentration. And I just kind of always wondered how that is.
Yeah, right. Just gonna move and do a thing with his spear. It might help, it might not. We don't know.
You get to see some more stuff.
Maybe, because it's Mac's turn now.
It sure is.
We might not get to use it,
Well,
but that's fine. Like you said, this is gonna be a quick one. Mac, like I said, have your goddamn turn ready.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna give Wolf Boy here some bardic inspiration.
Wolfback.
Wolfback, so there you go, buddy.
But how do you inspire him?
Big dog, woof woof!
I hate you.
And
I'm gonna run a fanfic about you.
if I may, I'd like to use my stand. I'm going to move him forward, and I would like him to give a flurry of blows on the Marduketh simulacrum that's currently stunned.
Okay. So, are you foregoing all of your action for him to attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa! Ho ho! Ho ho!
What? Oh fuck! It was ordained.
Oh my god, I thought like I'm doing a gamble here. I'm like, nah, that was perfect.
16, 30. Did you just kill him?
I really hope I did. That would be hilarious.
How do you want to kill him?
Dude, he's right in my face.
I-
and he's getting
I-
killed by an invisible monster.
I know I'm taking a little bit of liberties in it, but I want...
2 invisible monsters!
He uses his fucking bells, and he, like, basically puts them on either side of the Marduk and just shoots sound into his skull.
So he does like the, I'm gonna hit you on both sides of the heads, and both kind of like, boom, and then just holds it there and it resonates. And then you see in front of you just, you almost hear it, like off in the distance, but then just, and then sand, and it just falls in front of you. As it shakes and resonates for no reason to you, and then dissolves in front of you.
Let's just say Korvac should be used to weird shit happening, but that was weird.
It's gonna be like, that was a little bit of a fucked up thing with my free action. And then, if I could I just move Mac here, please?
I just realized something hilarious. I'm like, why isn't Cringe done anything in this fight? I didn't roll his initiative.
He's just sat there, like, smiling proudly.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't meet me. I'm going back to retirement.
I love my children. Are you doing anything else?
That was your bonus action,
Yeah,
and free action.
So you're set, right?
Yes. I was gonna do Circle of Power, and then I saw how this combat went. I was like, no. I'd much rather use this for damage.
There's a part of me that's just like, Marduketh is learning everything I throw because I don't hold back every first turn, so eventually he's just gonna figure it out.
He would have had to burn. So little retconning. He would have had to, because he was stunned. Contingency still would have taken effect.
Oh.
He burned his contingency. Is not something you do. It's something the spell does.
Right.
He burned his counter spell to prevent that. Let's just say that happened. Nope, that won't work for this. That won't work.
Korvac isn't anime now. I'm just recounting, like, this only happened in 6 seconds.
And then you're gonna jump on the other Marduketh.
On the 12th second, yes.
You've only used 2 turns of haste.
Yep.
I love how this is like a grand battle, but in reality it's only 20 seconds of, like,
Not
combat.
even. I don't think he's gonna make it that far.
Okay. No, wait, hold on. He would have done this first. Yeah. So, you see Cringe disappear in mist in front of you, and then reappear right here. And then walks up to the...
Ooh, is Misty Steps a bonus action?
It is indeed, my sir. It is indeed.
What level is that?
Second.
Why doesn't Rixel know this?
I don't know, bud. Why doesn't Rixel know
Probably
this?
because Preston kept using it wrong and you were like, ah, it's not a good spell. Or...
I can't.
Well,
use
this is the thing. People use it, but people don't know how to use it. Like, I used to do this as Cringe all the fucking time in his campaign, because it's like, well, he can burn his action to attack twice, but my wizard spells offensively are kind of shit right now. But I can use the bonus action, which I have nothing of to use my spells, and then get in there nice and quick, and then do the... It's all about just building.
It might be possible that alchemists can't learn it, and that could be wrong, though.
It is a wizard spell. So I know they borrow heavy from it, but not get everything.
Artificers borrow from a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I just love how I have a 6th level spell even though I don't have a 6th level spell slot. Artificers are weird.
Finch is going to take this 19, as he was going to take that other 19.
He deserves it, man.
Well, he crits on 19 with his axe.
Yeah.
Will Matt get to his second turn?
Will this thing get to its second turn? Well, to be fair, this one has not taken damage yet. Got it. This Marduketh simulacrum, seeing all the other ones fall, kind of looks to Chieftain Takashi. He's looking, more relieved. That Marduketh eyeballs him and was just like, ha ha ha. You didn't tell me your friends are coming. He seems a little more hesitant. He has that kind of cocky look at Crench, but as Crench walks through his anti-magic field, one, his axe does not become a non-magical item, because it doesn't work on artifacts. And two, he just gets right up into his face and goes, I don't need magic for this. And then just starts wailing on him hard. He just, once again, catches an eye at Takashi and just calls him a bitch. Fucking bitch. It goes back to her turn.
Thank God we've been removing some Mardukeths very quickly.
Yeah, it was going to be this Marduketh's turn. So Crinch was 14. So it's now his turn, then it's going to be Rainey's, and then Takashi's, and then Crinch again, and then Corvax.
Okay,
so
just have your counterspell ready.
Yeah,
man.
that's my intent.
yeah. He's also, because he took a lot of hits there, he's going to have to roll for the anti-magic zone. Yeah, that's enough. And that is enough. Yes. Goodness gracious. I mean, at this point, what's the point, you know?
Of just rolling everything?
Alright. 9th level Incendiary Cloud.
And I'm going.
Right here.
Hmm.
What?
Would that hit me?
What's the range on that?
Well, hold on. Would it actually be right here?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hit literally everybody but you.
Then I will counterspell it at level 9.
Okay. And that is counterspelled. He knows if he takes a step backwards, he's gonna get hit by Crench. And he can't do anything with his bonus action, so yeah. That's done. Rainy. Oh my god!
20.
Well, hold on. Fuck, she actually rolls a triple advantage, doesn't she?
Goddamn elves.
Yeah, I know. It hardly even seems fair, doesn't it?
Is that only range attacks?
It's an elven accuracy feat.
So what range attacks on?
Dexterity, or I think it's non-strength based.
Is it?
It's like something like that. Look up the feat. I don't have it off the top of my head.
Fucking hell. Champion elves must be busted as fuck.
Yeah, there's a whole build all about maximizing it. It's ridiculous.
Like, I knew they were one of the better crit build races, but I didn't think it was that fucking good.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's the Xanthar's Guide to Everything kind of thing. Alright, so that other Marduketh is dead. Takashi still under the suppression of the magic zone, so she can't do anything. But this boy runs over, and then behind him does his attacks, now with advantage. Wow, those would miss, but he's going to burn one of those 16s to help him out. That hits. And then that hits. Jesus H. Christ, you guys.
Wait.
35. 48. Crinch is just going to keep wailing on him. now an advantage. Use that 16. Then that hits. Oh my god. Korvac, it's your turn, bud.
That happens? Oh,
It's so basically in the corner of like this turn so far, you didn't see it, but you felt something pass by you as you saw the jaded samurai run and then jump, leap over, and then get in position with Cringe to start kind of, and then kind of like a whoosh, 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 like as this one slashed, the other one hit and turn, and this thing is just turned into sand. It's almost like, hey, it needs to be put out of its misery.
Yeah.
You just jump.
I don't want to jump on that, man. I'll walk into it. I don't want to, like...
It currently looks like you sprinted the wall and like spider climbed up it for a second. You're gonna strike down on
It's
them.
just, I can't give him the balance on that. That's fair. That's fair. Well, that was a crit, so...
It was either a natural, 1 or a crit?
Yeah.
No, wouldn't happen. Anti-magic field is still there.
Okay. What does that do to me?
Nothing.
Okay, just making sure.
But think about the field. There's something important. What did you all agree was something that needed to have happen? Keep doing your turn, my dude.
Oh.
This is a spellcaster thing.
Oh.
You've burned yours. He's burned his. He's in an anti-magic field.
He's gonna get away. Alright,
Hold
well,
off on hitting him then.
too late. I'm already on it. I'm not
think.
Korvac ain't thinking about that. He didn't...
Because he's hungry like the wolf.
It's 18, so that's 30... 41.
41?
41.
Damage?
Yep.
Okay. Right before the effect takes off. Wait a minute.
So, would this cast before I even hit him, then? Technically? Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Well, if he's using his contingency...
Contingency has already been cast.
Yes, well, I meant, like, because it's supposed to stop him from happening before he dies, essentially, right?
Not necessarily. Contingency can be used for anything.
Oh, right, because you could set...
His triggering effect is right before the effect that kills him.
Okay, so...
But,
Yep.
because of anti-magic field, it doesn't work.
Because outside...
Suppresses his own...
Whoops!
Yep. How do you want to get this one, bud?
Well, since I just one-shot him as soon as I walked up, I suppose I just want to throw his sand across the staircase.
Oh, good one. So yeah, he's getting like pushed back and forth between gravity axe and jaded samurai sword, the size of, fuck, I was gonna say Mac, but taller.
Yeah.
And then you come in with your fucking ebony claws, and then crisscross apple slice, and then just what is remaining of him scatters and blows away
I think I
across
probably...
the staircase.
Yeah, I think I splashed Takashi a bit with that. I'm sure she's enjoying that.
Oh, I'm sure everybody there is covered in sand right now. And I feel like this is the perfect place to take a break.
Oh, combat without fucking bumps, trying to remember mechanics. Holy fuck.
Yeah, great job. Not only that, you guys really got lucky on those die rolls, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Alright, can you put this up, bud? Let me take that guy. Take these. Oh, man.
We got stunned right there. Gracias.
Thank you for checking on me on that one.
Those were all the rings that we had on.
Yeah, just stunned and magical effect.
Yeah, I need elite haste. Don't have that anymore either.
Yes, everything that needs to
We're
be
good.
done,
now.
please do it now.
Yep.
Put Mac back in his Mactory.
How long do I have this? 15 minutes?
10
What?
minutes.
10 minutes.
What?
His Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about foresight. I'm like, you got that for the next 7.5 hours still.
We're good with that.
Yeah, I was like, I had that hesitant moment. I was like, should I use my counterspell on this? I'm like, absolutely, an incendiary field would ruin.
Yes, 100 of you were like, well, it doesn't affect me, does it? I'm like, all right, new Basco.
Well,
Well-
what I was questioning is, am I being hit with it because I have sanctuary on?
Yeah, I think that's what he was.
Oh, good point.
Because I was like, I would forego the fucking counterspell for me just using.
Oh yeah,
it.
100%. Now that my bad on that, but yeah, definitely that counterspell was necessary. But it was also, he thought what?
I'm just thinking about, isn't this going to just destroy himself with the anti-magic field? He's like, nah, he thought ahead. That's not how that works. Oh, but he can't do this.
I mean, there were certain things, where it's just like it doesn't do. Oh fuck!
Because it's
Contingency. I think contingency might be actually an instantaneous, so it wouldn't actually. No. It is not an instantaneous effect. So because of that, no, it wouldn't.
because as it would try to, it would just.
Yeah, exactly. Instant effects basically are like it is no longer. An instant effect is something that just warps something. Like when fucking Basco would make a plant.
Mm.
Instant effect. That plant is a plant. He basically just acted as magical fertilizer to make it grow bigger. The plant itself is not magical.
Mm.
So an anti-magic field wouldn't undo that. However, if he made a magical plant that, like it was, or like a magical effect that had like over 10 days or something like that, that would undo it. But because it's not an instant effect.
Okay.
Good?
We're good.
Yes. Let us take our break. We'll be back for the talky part of the D&D session after this. Or will we? Never seen or heard from again. It's like that with those memes. Hey guys, see you next session.
You say that, but I had a friend that got. I have a couple friends that do that all the time on Discord. I had a guy who was just like, "Hey, I'm going to the bathroom." Never heard from him for 6 months.
That sounded awful. Welcome back.
We're back. Hello, everyone. I am currently at the destroyed village in Final Fantasy VII, prior to the Golden Saucer.
Oh, yeah.
So good. Don't say, oh yeah, like you've been there.
I have. I told you I made it to the Golden Saucer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
It's been a long time.
But he's too busy playing his nerd games to play.
Like Final Fantasy VII.
Or Path of Exile. I know.
When you were like, yeah, I've decided to start Path of Exile again, I was like, Josh, can you
It's like crack, man. It just itches up on you after a while.
Oh, trust me, I have no idea about that feeling. I hate Diablo-style games. Ah, yes, mindless entertainment. I can't wait to turn off completely when I press the X button over and over and over and over again.
Fair, but it's like one of those that's like, I'm just getting better. Number crunching, and it's different.
Grind to grind to grind to grind.
Just grind to grind.
I want it to blend in.
That's what it is.
I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. You know, I hate to feel like...
Pink eye.
Yeah, I know. I hate to like share an opinion with Ben Shapiro on this matter, but goddamn, do I wish Rami Malek's character in the new James Bond movie at least explained why he was doing what he did once. Like, he did kind of just like, I'm gonna destroy the world, and we kind of just accepted it because like he is the villain of the movie, but it's just kind of like, yo, why?
Yeah.
Like every other movie, it's kind of like, I need $1 million, so I'm holding the world hostage. You know, or I will, you know, flood the world by melting the ice caps so that people have to live in my sub-aquatic and ecosystems I've built across the world. I'm not making that up. That was one of the James Bond villains' main goals. And it's just kind of like, so, you know, we're grounded to accept bizarre shit.
Right.
So, like, why did Rami Malek just like, I will create a virus that will kill everyone? Okay. Why? Like, I get it, your family died. Like, thoughts, Thomas?
I just got really angry when Ben Shapiro reviewed Squid Game and equated capitalistic.
It's all anti-capitalism. Oh my god, why is that the only thing you see?
Or whatever Fauci's reason was.
What? The virus guy?
Yeah.
On Squid Games?
It was funny when Dr. Fauci showed up and gave everybody coronavirus.
Yes.
You're gonna die now. So, let's get back into it. We're in a rather sandy throne room.
Yes.
Chieftain Takashi is in front of you. Jaded Warriors in front of you. And only you. I need perception checks from the both of you, with your advantages for your own reasons.
19.
Good rolls for once, huh?
13.
Okay.
Welcome to Rasalama.
You guys went to the wrong place. 13. You can see lights on the outside of the windows. You can do more than that. You can hear resistance in the streets. You can hear the faint sounds of combat as things are starting to die down. You can see that you guys clearly are on the winning side, but this was not the only conflict. Just as you said there was some sign. Fight in the throne room. The invisible soldiers are gone. They kind of spread word, hey, now's the time. They wrongfully assumed that they were there ready to kill Marduketh. Their job was, as soon as you guys arrived, to spread word of your arrival and lead the revolt, which seems to be happening and finishing as we speak.
So Mac gets all that then.
Yeah, there's lights outside, and you hear noises.
Alright. Is that it? Still in werewolf, so telepathic link to Thomas there, or Mac.
Takashi kind of looks. I think, for now, we are alone. And I think my people are getting rid of them, so to speak. he makes her way down the stairwell of the throne, and you see Jaded Warrior follow behind her.
So when did you get a stand?
She stops and turns. Oh, God damn it! Sorry. He stops and turns. You can see him.
I can.
Gestures to a kind of circlet that he's wearing as a kind of, you've always seen it as a minor kind of crown. Like, hey, this denotes that I'm in charge, but I'm not too flashy about it. It's gold and embedded with jade. It's actually a family relic. The stronger the fighting spirit, the stronger the Jaded Warrior.
That sounds a lot like how my stand manifests.
Make a history check. Or perception, or insight. I'll allow you to decide.
That is an 18.
In?
History.
There's something about this that gets you the sense that it wasn't quite the arrow that the other universe gave you. They said that what needed to happen didn't quite happen in your universe, and thus so much was canceled out. You get the sense that this is where it stopped. It was supposed to... something here. I can't... saying it's the wrong decision is not the right thing to say. But in fact, it is more the different decision. Instead of arrows, instead of something else, something happened, and the minerals returned to what was made into that throne. And thus it is eternal, and based off whoever wields it.
And what exactly went down with Mardakath?
It was as I imagine you've put together. Our soldiers were out at sea. There was no one here to really stop. We didn't really expect such combat. Now. He walked into my throne room. I thought I was going to get report, but instead... threats. He sat in my throne, my family's throne. Sacrifices have been made to make sure this line remains as it is. I could not allow it, but at the same time, just as the Jaded Warrior was going to strike him down, I saw he was not alone. And neither was his backup alone. Many copies of himself.
Where it's just us.
I don't take pride in the brief period of time he sat that throne. It might be a day or two, but for generations my family sat in that chair and no one else.
I couldn't help but notice the Mardakath simulacrums used some very choice insults against you as well.
Come to my chambers. Instead of walking down. There's a moment of reflection before this happens. You can tell there's an urgency to descend the stairs and speak. But there's a more pressing matter.
Okay. With that, I'm gonna say I'm judging the room and going back to normal quarterback.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot you were like, I'm gonna remain werewolf because I don't know if we're in combat yet. Okay, now that you've returned, so many Mardakaths are no longer invisible.
Also,
So many
Your
Mardakaths.
haste ends.
It's been ended. I canceled that willingly.
He reascends the stairs, and you, Grench, Savor, Rainey, and that's it. The Jaded Warrior, of course, but no one else sees that but you. I am Takashi. And he disrobes the top part of his regal outfit, to which you see there is a bound female's chest underneath, so that it's, depressing the breast. For many years, I've been this way. My father didn't birth any male heirs, and many thought the line would end. However, growing as I did, I never felt a woman anyways. My father wasn't too thrilled about the idea. However, the desire to have some sort of heir rather than see the family line end led to him seceding the point. Thus, all records of me being a girl when I was born were stricken and then rewritten in history that I was born a man. And I've lived the same way thus forever.
Well, I see that you probably pondered this already, but you're about to have the same issue. How are you going to bear an heir if you were to be seen as a man?
I will find an adopted child eventually.
And run the same line?
It will be a Takashi, some way or another.
That makes sense.
You are effectively the supreme ruler over the Western Isles, right?
That is correct, yes.
Then what stops you from just being a woman? Who's gonna tell you no?
I don't desire to be a woman. Like I said, I never really saw myself as one.
Would you change the ways in case somewhere down the line one of your grandchildren might also be in the same situation as you?
You and I both know secrets aren't really secrets, are they? By the time I've outlived this mortal coil, and my grave has already been long since erected, before the last time my words said in history, my true origin and my true nature will be heard and understood and written and be the basis of who I was in history. But as of right now, will they see me as anything different? What's the difference? They see me as a man. I'm happy with that. That's what I want. Why make things more complicated for not only them, but myself?
That makes sense. Lead by your actions and let the future decide.
Like you said. And as I said, enough people are in the know that history will remember me as that. And when the time comes that someone wishes to do it publicly, the precedents will have been set.
Kind of just lean over to Korvac. Didn't Tamlin mention something about changing genders and all that?
That's true. I mean,
I'm happy with things now. Maybe in time. But I think we can all agree.
When we're not at war?
There's more pressing matters, exactly.
of course.
He redresses.
Well, my first question is, did Mardukov come across anything we should know about in the Western Isles? Some valuable objects of magic power, anything like that?
Remember, that was not left in the Western Isles. That was dragged for some time deep into the middle of the ocean.
Oh, that's not necessarily what we're talking about because we don't know everything about the Isles. We weren't sure if they had like relics that might have been taken.
Anti-Korvac gun or something.
Yeah, who knows?
It's literally what it's called.
What have you guys been talking about and worried about? Like, it was just like,
we
we think the Western Isles may have a secret weapon.
I mean,
I
like,
just
every
did.
country's got their thing, so I don't know.
I mean, I think we've kind of figured out what that thing is in the last 15 minutes.
The Jaded Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Invisible Soldiers.
So all artifacts are accounted for.
As of now, everything is accounted for. He came here to lead and enforce an iron will. When he was distracted, members of the Crinch Foundation were nice enough to leave teleportation circles for the soldiers to skip a boat trip and arrive in the middle of the city. And for that we thank you. No thanks necessary. I'm just happy that asshole is no more.
Speaking of that asshole, we're gonna attack him very soon.
I like the sound of that, but I like a date set in stone. All the better.
The sooner the better, I reckon.
How does this condition sound? As long as we don't have a providence or nation who could be used as leverage against us in that moment. So particularly right now, all nations are safe or at least struggling and not under Marika's control.
Agreed.
So tomorrow, if nothing horrible happens.
Shall we make,
After a long rest, you mean?
shall we make this a more private conversation?
We're in her or his.
Yeah, but I'm talking like different dimension.
We all have our amulets. I think we'll be
What
fine.
are you thinking? And good. Thank you for remembering the answers. Often we forget about them.
Create a magnificent mansion and then we can talk in there.
Wasn't there something else you wanted to discuss with a certain someone else whom already has their own private dimension?
That is correct, yes. This is gonna get really...
She looks to Takashi. Rally your soldiers. Give your speech. Reinvigorate your people. Things become more complicated after this, and it's not that I don't believe you're ready, but I don't wish you get involved for fear of, well, repercussions yet unknown.
That
To which Takashi, say no more. I wish you do not continue this in my private quarters. However, he gestures down the way. If you make your way down the hall, there are quarters you can use for such things. He turns after, redonning their clothing and descends down the stairs. As you go down the hallway to find an assortment of rooms. There's a waiting room, a lounge, a library, some guest rooms.
You want to go to a library? Just be like, hey, look, we're in a library, Martikath.
Sure.
I like your thinking, Korvac. Korvac? Yes, I like your
I
thinking.
like your thinking, Korvac. Well, thank you, Korvac.
I like, it's probably a good move not to put all your eggs in one basket.
So, you know him better than I.
Mac?
Excuse me, good Martikath? Can we speak with you in private?
Good Martikath. Nice.
Marty?
Oh no.
There's a moment of kind of nothing really going on. And then, like, quickly, a rectangle, once again, has been cut out of space and time. It's bizarre seeing a two-dimensional shape be cut out of a 3D universe that we are in. It's hard to see from other angles, but from in front of you, a hole in the universe is cut, and once again, you see the chamber of different crystalline design, and the Mardeketh simulacrum, who's been assigned to watch over you. To what do I owe this pleasure?
I guess we have some more talking we have to have.
It's happening. After one long rest, we'll make our advances on Mardeketh.
By advances, you mean...
Yeah.
Quite. And I imagine you want the dirty and the nitty-gritty.
If possible.
Well, that's what I'm here for, isn't it? Come on in. I know this is gonna sound really crazy. Can you go check the kitchen to make sure that like nothing's out or nothing's on? Because I smell something and I just want to make sure it's not the oven being on.
Maybe.
I don't know. I am obsessive compulsive, so I'm just kind of like, hey,
To some degree, I have to too, just because it's my job. I hate it when it's just like, why are you double checking my work? It's my job.
Yeah. Like, I count my bank when I'm done at night twice every time, even if it's right the first time. And they're like, why do you do that? I'm like, hey man, I've counted your bank and it's been wrong 3 times. She's, people have been quoted as saying my bank has never been wrong, so they don't even count it. It's like, there's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I make mistakes. So I'm going to count myself twice because I might have made a mistake the first time. It's not my money. I'm going to be sure. We good?
Yeah, I just have to stop the pet Jimmy.
Of course. Rightfully so. Oh, excuse me.
Should we order?
Yeah, go ahead. So, starting questions.
God, I wish Korvac had like just a notepad, just like yeah, go on. But
Before we begin, what do you have to ask? Because I'm sure there's something.
well, I imagine you've been in his domain of where time is.
Yes, quite.
Any dangerous things you might have known?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
a lot
Yes,
of
many.
dangerous things.
The space itself, unless you know its exact path, is itself quite a,
Treacherous.
maze.
Yeah. So,
The landscape itself is its own opponent.
gotcha.
Oh, yes.
So, are we talking like, I gotta, like, move so many feet this way and move so many feet that way? Are we talking something totally different?
We're talking knowing the exact route you need to travel to get to the actual Mardeketh's location.
Is he gonna expect anybody to be able to get in there?
Absolutely not. I never did. But you have other things to consider.
We're gonna have a whole spire full of wizards and witches.
Why, you know its location. At any point in time, if you wanted, you could just...
Teleport?
Precisely. And remember, Nesmith was right. The magic he wanted to... I wanted to make. Reality warping? Let's make this a little different, because we're not in the Western Isles right now, are we?
No. Would you order ribs?
Again? With
I
the
like
ribs? Nothing wrong with that.
Salad.
That's too subterranean.
We're gonna bring some of the gourmet popcorn spice to the movie theater tomorrow. Since I know the last time you had gourmet popcorn, it was disappointing.
Yeah, we'll use one of my popcorn flavors things. You can grab whatever you want.
I know this is kind of out there, but I'm catching up on some notes. The Jade Warrior is what that stand was called?
Jaded Warrior.
Jade Warrior.
You already got the cheese curds, my dude?
Yes.
What are you grabbing?
Zinger Mountain Melt.
Just making sure there's nothing else that's like... Do I want to be a risky bitch and get like a whole fucking thing of wings? Or a Zinger mac and cheese?
First.
The final frontier.
Awful names.
Same, bud. Same.
Thought that was Marnie for a second.
It is. Quiet yourselves.
The Raven speaks.
Sorry I made it so creepy in here.
It's just a natural.
I'm a creepy dude. Let me know when you're ready to continue, the both of you. The lore keeper, Josh, is at work.
Yeah. The good thing I have my memory of this is actually pretty good. As long as I can, it's like one of those things where, like, once you start thinking about it, it just comes back easier.
Yeah, because it's remembered, almost like an event. And it's just like when you reflect on it, you're like, oh, yeah.
It's like watching a movie in your head.
There's another thing.
Yes.
Oh, you good, bud?
Yeah, I'm just paying for it.
Oh!
We did get $15 off on it though, which isn't bad.
Cool, I don't have to pay you then. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, that's correct. There we go. You alright?
Figaro. It's hard hitting Mardicat this week for some reason.
Mardicat Lair. Notes. Deadly? Deadly.
Exact path or else you're fucked.
Exact pass or find out.
How do we kill him?
Oh, it's simple. Make sure contingency doesn't fire off.
And then he doesn't go to one of his clones when he dies.
Oh, yes. Yes, that as well.
And then any number of other secrets that we have, he may have up his sleeve.
Yes, of course. His cloak that no one really thinks is a magical item, but definitely is his most powerful. He has the robe of the Archmagi and is the staff of the Archmagi.
What does his cloak do?
Something that no one else in this world knows about me. And now, effectively, you five.
Wait,
What?
does he remember? He doesn't remember you though, right?
No.
Okay, just making sure. I would think he would have inspected his own staff, but maybe he can't see into it.
Hold on. What is your concern here, bud?
Well, we're in his staff, technically, right?
What?
Okay, did I mishear that? You said he's got the staff of the Archmage, which is what holds this universe that we're in. Oh no, I misheard you then.
He has the staff of the Archmagi, and he has the robe of the Archmagi.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two items that you know he has. And he has the third one,
Okay.
his cloak. He's cracked some, of those fabrics of reality. Gravity, he can manipulate with magic. So this time, I was able to age a man pretty successfully to near death, as well as other things. But I was good idea, Thomas. I was also able to imbue my cloak with magic. The cloth itself, weaved with yttrium, was able to, well, not exist locked in one space-time, and thus able to exist in multiple times simultaneously. So let's say I had a rather easy day where I didn't use my 7th, 8th, or 9th level spell slot. Because there's no real way to say that. Let's say there's a day where I wasn't able to use my most powerful magic. I didn't need it. Well, the days where I'm busy, I could shift to that day and use that magic instead. So essentially, given optimal circumstance, I can dip into additional spell slots that have been in reserve in space and time.
No, in a hypothetical situation, we have, and I look to Crench, an item in the possession of the Crench Foundation that will allow us to nullify the effects of all magical items within a certain very large area.
It's not necessarily that. It's disarmament.
What weapon are you talking about?
The orb.
Okay, the love of God. OOC. We gotta talk about this again. That is not what it does. You got it right again.
It's just
The
disarmament.
weapons disappear.
Yep.
Magic is not disarmed. Legendary artifacts don't become null. If you have a weapon, it disappears.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Don't think it's going to be very effective against
It's been a
the
long
mage.
time since we've talked about that orb, so...
Yeah.
I know, but just that's your visions on the orb every time. So I'm not trying to be rough or around the edges. What I'm trying to do is imbue into that memory spot now, so that you realize, so we don't
Basically,
do this again.
Places it would have been used if business turned against us, which we've pretty much fixed that issue if that was a potential, or if
Any major city,
Yeah.
or like if a castle you wanted to get into, you could activate it there, and all of the soldiers' swords and stuff disappears. You doesn't work on spell components and stuff like that.
right.
But certain things that are viewed as weapons will disappear.
Yes.
Not everything, like, you know, certain artifacts are powerful enough, but not every artifact.
Just think of it as for the common soldier for the most part.
When it was used, 2 armies at war were basically revolted back to using their fists.
Yeah.
And then, you know, reinforcements came in and...
Yep.
Yep.
Now we have a couple... It's going to be a hard game of pinning him down into a certain position to kill him because of all the, you know, different devious tricks he has. We were... I've kind of thought about it. What if we used a casting of Wish to Destroy? Just say, when Marduk... If I was to say something along the lines of, when Mardukaf dies, ignoring all other effects that would trigger upon death, Mardukaf cannot do anything else other than die and go to the afterlife.
There's a lot in that. Seems like multiple asks rather than one specific one.
How would you word it?
It's not mine to say, but Marduketh's soul can only go to the afterworld. Marduketh's soul is torn asunder. Once again, I don't know the power which your spell expels itself. However, given the time, I've had a few things to reflect upon. Marduketh's cloak allows him to pull power from other Mardukeths.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
You've gotten it already, haven't you?
Unlimited spell slots? And more.
Hold on, but that was what was already on the table. Was
Yeah.
unlimited spell slots. I thought you got the next bit of this already.
Oh, don't tell me wait, because you're saying his power. Does that mean his spell saves and shit are like infinite in measure as well?
No, that's
Like
not what I was
his
about to
DC.
say. That's not what I was about to say, no.
But, well, I guess go on.
If I were to don it, I wouldn't be finite
Ah,
like a normal simulacrum.
I see.
I would be able to refresh myself like a normal man. I'm also permanently locked in the state of mind that I want to be better than I currently am. And I'm also suggesting if you steal it, he won't have it anymore.
So, you say it pulls from other Mardukats, but if he's no more, would it still work?
Think of all the timelines you didn't kill Marduketh.
So even from other times.
Etrium, baby! Etrium.
Etrium. Etrium's busted.
This is like the 4th time Etrium's been brought up in the campaign.
Yep.
Conveniently, both under the guise of 2 Paragons.
No, there's another one you're forgetting about from way in the beginning of the campaign. But most recently, you're absolutely right. The Pong was infused with Etrium, as is that. Important people know about it from an important place. If you want to roll a history, you can.
Yeah. I'm actually just...
I can
juggling
see you're kind of
multiple-
like, where was it? Why don't you go ahead? You can too if you want to, bud.
Dirty 20.
History?
18.
Oh, you both got it. It was one of the many minerals mined from Normir.
Wait, are the weapons made of Etrium? No.
Who
That's Seradium, you're
It's
saying.
Seradium. Yeah.
Who have been selling this to?
I don't know if we have.
You've never sold anything.
But it's probably being collected.
Or being sold via our
Who
others.
do we have a contract with who is using
Servants.
our mines?
Haven't.
That's what? Why are you talking about your mines?
Not Normie, I'm sorry. I thought Castle Narv. That's where I was going with my brain.
Right. I was also going over there. You're right. Okay.
I was like, wait, what?
That's
not-
What?
Wait,
I was like, what are you talking about? No,
But Priven's still mines in that area, so...
no, it is Priven's.
100% is Priven's. Yeah.
But
We have
Normir, the place that was originally assaulted, once again,
Yeah.
that's what they were there to do.
Shit.
Why are they attacking this place?
Yeah.
A seemingly meaningless fucking mineral to them who were mining it, because they couldn't fucking exploit the uses out of it. But to those in power, it was very valuable. So it's almost like Malin knew that and was trying to disrupt the flow of it. Congrats on both rolling high histories for the first time in a while. But yeah, one more reason why attacking Normir was kind of the big play.
This Etrium, how much of his domain is built out of this, if at all?
Not his domain, no. Nothing like that. His domain inside there is not his own design, but expanded upon. Excuse me.
I wish we could talk to Magus.
Here is maybe not Etrium, but just crystalline design, amethyst, things of that nature. They're small stairs, paths, infinite and possible landscapes. It's hard to navigate, but if you know what you're doing, you can.
That's what Basco's been, isn't it?
Was he trapped
He
on
tried.
trying to scry on him?
Yes.
Then yes, absolutely.
And he was able to escape.
Well, then that means he's more geared than the most, but
Sounds like.
I also know how to get there because I am him.
Hmm.
Unless he's made changes since then, I know the right staircases and pathways to go through.
And why would he make changes?
Do you not also constantly improve yourself?
I mean, true, but he also seems a man of great hubris.
So
Quite, but
would
he's also become a man at war, which he was not then.
would find a path work then?
Find the path. Quite possibly, yes. Oh god, I'm trying to find the music that it was earlier. There it is.
If it does, I swear. That's
No,
so
it
could
is.
have gotten out of there so much easier.
Oh, yeah, it would have helped him get out earlier.
So I do have. We're inside of his.
Yeah, we've been inside his
Okay.
domain.
I just want to clarify, and I do have the key that will unlock the door. Into
I'm
his-
aware, yes.
I don't. He does. I don't think he would know about that.
He does not.
He thinks that
From
nobody
what I
can
can
get
see.
in there.
I
Yeah.
certainly did, yes. Assuming what I do about myself, he assumes no one will be able to get in. I, on self-reflection, can admit my interior defenses are much lax to my exterior. For that exact reason.
So this strike that we have, on the pretense that he does not think anybody can get in through that, we have the potential of a first strike in which he is not expecting that first strike to occur.
But we still need to
But here's my concern.
get through his traps.
You still have to make your way through the domain.
Right.
He's not there immediately. You have to make the right pathways. Go through the right... He will know once you're inside. Also, he might know. You teleport directly outside the door. He'll know. He might not have defenses for that. I mean, I think there's 1 or 2 pressure plates, but I can make sure you don't land on those. But he'll know you're outside the front door. He'll see you use the key. And then you'll be in his domain, and he will know of that, yes. But there's still a lot, to do after that.
At that point, what would be our next best move? We're gonna presume there's a lot of...
Find a way to kill him so he doesn't go to a clone. There are many.
And they're probably scattered.
I could give you a list of many clones I know scattered across the realm.
Exactly.
However,
It's
I
not
also
gonna be worth
know every month I'm supposed to do more and eliminate some that have been too old.
Right. So it doesn't matter. It's not like
Exactly.
it's in all
It
one
seemed-
convenient area.
It seems like the best way to strike is to use Wish to force him into death.
Or find any other means that stops.
Kill him with necrotic damage.
I don't know if that does that.
No,
Does that?
It doesn't. That was specifically that one creature.
Yeah, that was that one creature. There are effects that are like that, be it via monster or a magical item.
So, do your best to hold on to Wish, and when he passes, no, that won't work. You'll only have enough time to counter a spell of contingency.
What if you were the one to use Wish?
I could also wish on, would I be able to react to it?
I could give you the 9th level counter spell.
Either way, it's still a reaction. Would we be able to make our wish faster than he can clone?
Clone has nothing to do with reaction. You can't counterspell his soul going into a clone.
No, but we can counterspell a contingency.
Technically, I'm not even supposed to allow that, but the spell that happens is what you're counterspelling?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
You still have the clone to worry about ultimately.
exactly. How about a wish that goes along the lines of when his soul is vulnerable? Should we trap it in something?
Soul Gem? That's a move. He has that. Magic Jar.
Pokeball.
Pokeball. Wait, Pokeball. What's Pokeball? Oh, no, yeah, I understand. No, that's the thing you've been calling. Listen. There's many things, but...
The goblet.
The goblet. We have not used that in a minute because we have been fighting simulacrums.
But remember, when you use it on something like, that isn't dead, saving foes and stuff like that. It's risky, but it could work. There's many objects in the world.
I could
We
wish-
still have the rest of today. You said tomorrow you wish to launch the strike.
Right.
If you have time, you can do research. The world is yours.
So
I just have the knowledge listed to me.
you've mentioned a path. If you could just write that down for us. We wouldn't be able to.
No.
Hmm.
I'm gonna need to point this out to you.
I see.
Yes, the next move is we need to,
Which means that when you assault with me, it needs to finish there, because he will not allow me.
I was really hoping we didn't have to bring you along.
It's the only way, Korvac. You know that as well as I.
Yeah. It's just I want to keep you. You're such a good man.
I'm not. I've seen what I become.
Well, what you've become, but because you. Well,
I'm a stair, and a flight of stairs that leads to that man.
when you get this cloak, would you also be able to learn?
I don't know. All I know is right now, this is the last time I can remember or think of that version of me wanted to be better.
Right.
And that's why I was saved.
So.
So all I know right now is that I want to be better than I currently am. Which is why I'm helping you.
Right. So I might not be fluent in magic, but I know simulacrums cannot improve and cannot heal, but you're clearly capable of remembering.
We remember, but we can't. Yeah, continue.
But you cannot act on those.
You can't change perspectives.
You can't change perspective.
Like they're locked in as who they are.
So if you are, you will at least know the outcomes of what you've done, and maybe things will be different.
Like I said, until I have it, I don't know.
I'm just hoping for the best.
As am I.
Because it would be a terrible shame for this world to lose such what used to be a great hero. So, I'm just hoping that everything goes for the best. I'll be doing everything I can to make sure you make it out of there.
I mean, as shitty as it is to say, the true hero is the one that's currently preserved in front of us. We're effectively just executing a mentally ill man, Korvac. That is what's going on.
Well, that's a rough way of looking at it.
But he's no longer who Mardikev was, is he?
I'd prefer cutting off Blight.
That makes sense.
Fair dues. But we still see the...
What's your next move? You get the vibe he does not want to kind of reflect on such things.
Right. I might have missed some things while I was taking notes, but did we talk about the staff?
It has many powerful spells inside of it, and it also makes quite an offensive weapon. Its own.
Okay.
It increases offensive capabilities, but it does not increase defensive. That is what the robe does.
So the staff is strictly offensive and it carries spells. I mean, he already has an unlimited amount of spells. Can the staff act on its own? Or
No, he would never allow such a thing that had power over him. So no, I would never allow such a thing either.
What if the...
So if he can already pull power from and spells from other times and other Marvikas, what would be so significant about the staff?
The cloak isn't perfect. It's not as unlimited as you'd expect. Sometimes it fails. Remember, just because it can pull from all the other timelines doesn't mean that, well, some days need to be saved for other days, if that makes any sense.
And the staff, does it hold specific spells, or can it be given
Specific spells, yes.
So it can be quite powerful then.
The spells it holds is Conjure Elemental, Dispel Magic, Fireball, Flaming Sphere, Ice Storm, Invisibility, Knock, Lightning Bolt, Pass Wall, Plane Shift, Telekinesis, Wall of Fire, and Web.
Well, thank you for listing them. I was just trying to find out because as far as we know, this world can only...
Also, it can cast Arcane Lock, Detect Magic, Enlarge, Reduce, Light, Mage Hand, and Protect from Good and Evil without expending any charges whatsoever.
Okay. Perfect.
As well as, if it's destroyed, it expels a very large amount of magic in a horrible explosion, the likes of which is even more drastic than your big kaboom.
There's just so many potentials.
You'd always have someone steal it from him.
We've not dabbled with soul gems. Does anybody know how we can operate one?
I do. Maybe Vaughn.
And would be able to stop them from going into a clone.
Yes, but you'd still have to trap him
I mean, yeah, you would
in
have
his own domain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options. I suggest we not find a finite solution here. I accept you guys go out and explore beyond my mindset and history and find something else.
Right.
What was the worst thing to ever happen to you?
He kind of takes a moment and reflects and pinches his eyes. Outliving my family. Come on. I looked for power. And I didn't realize what I was even protecting.
Your family died of old age, correct?
Yes. They lived on without me. They had lives without me. I'm not the man my wife married. She moved on. I didn't know.
I wish there was a way we could correct that.
Sometimes things cannot be corrected.
Never in a million years I don't expect Nesmith thought that the outcome that just occurred happened. Miracles happen all the time.
Correct, yes.
I mean, I'm not also trying to say I have a solution, but maybe in time.
Maybe. Maybe, yes. But right now, I cannot think of anything. So you've learned what I could teach you. Do you have any other further questions? Or else I think you're needed out in the real world.
I think we're needed. Yeah. We know about his equipment. We know there's a path we must take. Won't be easy, but that's what we got to work with.
Nothing ever will. Yep. Until next time, gentlemen.
Yeah.
And madam.
I guess guess we step out of.
For 1 gold, can someone tell me the woman in the group with you?
Rainy.
Okay, got it. You got it. Rainy. I said madam, and everybody was just like, what? Huh? What?
1 GP. Oh my god.
You've been marking off the 100 a day, right, bud?
Yeah.
Right, bud?
Yeah, I got to mark off yesterday's.
How many days left before your the full moon?
4.
All right. Okay.
Let's hope this whole Mardica thing goes in our favor.
Well, I mean, there's a whole unsupervised army in the fingers. That's also something.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, unsupervised armies without leaders have never done horrible things. The Crusades. All right. You exit out of this rectangular, 2-dimensional shape.
Mordecai's magnificent machine. Emporium.
And then, the world's your oyster. You're on the Western Isles. What do you do, boys?
If we kill Chief Takashi, you could have a stand.
Is that how that works?
It's also a family heirloom.
Korvac, they did say they were going to adopt a child. Have you ever
It's a
want...
kind of a bequeathal thing.
Don't you want this 18-year-old beefcake to be your?
I'm not 18. 20 something. 20, 21 probably. Nope, 20. Straight up 20. You're close.
It's more about you than you do.
I still love the D&D universe and the fact that you're the groomer in the relationship between you and Basco.
Yes.
Even though Basco's 97 years old.
Yep.
So, what do you do, boys? You're in the Western Isles.
I look east.
Give me perception checks, the both of you,
Yeah.
with your advantages.
18.
12.
There's cheering in the streets.
Ooh, I
There's
guess
a
we
noise.
won.
Ah.
Oh, is woo with I think I won is your actual response?
Yeah.
Well, Takashi's finished with his speech. Let us go. Is there anything you need to do in these isles before we move on?
Not the Isles, no. But before tomorrow, probably need to visit the Fingers. We kind of left a mess over there.
If I can get you to the Fingers, will you stay there a night successfully?
Don't
Mac?
know. Well, do you have a... You have a magnificent mansion, yes?
I do.
So I think we'll be good.
I will bring you to your... I will tell Lynn to teleport you to your village then. Once we get back to the castle. Unless there's anything else you needed.
We still have to have our conversation. We still need to talk to Tamlin about what he thinks about the attack on Mardakath.
Well, then Vaughn can teleport you
Okay.
to your...
Village. Yeah.
You have a scent on your ring, correct?
And we both do.
Would you like this now or after talking to Takashi? I will remain if you wish to move forward.
I guess we could say our goodbyes to Takashi real quick.
Konbawa.
It takes some time, but he returns. Things are a little bit more festive. More of the court returns, which is also important. The soldiers that were there that kind of were like, hey, we're not going to attack Mardakath, are still around as, kind of some leverance and, like, hey, yeah, I understand. As opposed to other nations where they're like, off with your head.
Mm.
Oh yeah, also, we're not in that anymore. Thank you for staying. Everyone's returned. Things have gone good. Our security's been rather bolstered. But for now, I think we are safe. Thank you.
And all we can ask is you to keep it up while we finish things.
Now that the army's here, he won't find it as easy.
Alright.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can do to assist you in your fight against him?
I think keeping this country safe is all we really should be asking.
Then that is to be done. Please, go
Mar-
about your journey.
Marymount is safe at the moment, but I know they're very...
My heart burns for what they have sacrificed. But at the same time, they are the safest among us. They are stronger people than I imagined them to be.
When this is all over, I think you two will need each other.
I think we always have. Until next time, gentlemen.
Until next time. If we could just get a teleport to Castle Back Street, sir.
Go back to Castle Crunch. Castle Crunch takes you to Castle Back Street, through Ren, and you're at Castle Back Street.
God, fast travel, am I right?
Thank you, D&D.
Well, shall we go and speak with Tamlin?
Master Korvac, Master Mac, can I assist you in any way?
Do you know Mardukev's weakness?
Why, yes, of course, it's up, down, left, right, A, B, select start.
Oh my god, maybe it's all coming together.
I know that wasn't right, but fuck off.
Yeah.
How's everything going, Wrath?
Oh, goddamn. Quiet. But we know a lot's going out in the world. A lot of the people here are almost tormented that something hasn't happened here.
Makes sense.
But we are strong and we think that's why.
Start executing to keep morale up.
As you wish.
Start with the children.
How can I assist you with any tea, coffee?
Is there anything you know that Tamlin likes that that we don't?
Some lovely finger sandwiches.
Finger sandwiches.
Yes. He won't admit that he likes them, but he does.
Perfect. We do need to speak with him though. It's urgent. So if you could get those prepared and...
Yeah, I will allow the kitchen notice, and I will have some brought up to you all.
Thank you very much.
I imagine you're in a hurry.
Yes, thank you.
It's been great seeing you.
And I to you, is there anything I can say to the people on your behalf?
Tell them hello.
Come on,
I will
Mac,
give
after
you best wishes. And it is good to see you.
Then he makes his way.
Ooh.
You make your way to Tamlin's Tower. You walk upon the cold, brisk staircase. It's a little snowy. More so than normal, as we are getting into the more winter months. And you get to Tamlin's Tower before you can knock. Well, I figured it'd be time, sooner rather than later.
So we were thinking what we're thinking.
Well, I know what you're going after, and I know the world out there right now.
Yep.
Come on in. Closes the door behind you. Can I offer you anything to drink? You know the regiment.
Yeah, let's go for some brandy. We're good for the day.
Pours a glass of brandy to everybody, sits down.
Well, given that Max Senior is around, we figured we'd bring you along with our final fight with Marduketh. You deserve it.
Does Korvac say that?
I know you hate the guy so much.
Decided to punch off the terrorism punch card we have for you, bud. You put some good service the last couple of weeks.
Blow off some steam.
You deserve it.
You just blow off some steam. You know you
We're
got
gonna
it.
we're gonna let you kill your arch enemies as a treat.
Did I let my hatred for the man become so self-apparent?
You kept yourself pretty well, honestly, considering, but, we know what happened.
Can I ask a question?
You're going to anyways.
Want to at least keep formality. God, there's no easy way to ask this. What did Mardukaf do to your family?
We know this.
But I'd like to.
Get the right details.
Yes.
Not quite a wizard. Like he is. I have some wizard training. But my power comes from, well, more dragon lines, things like that. Strength of my own blood. I was training somewhere with some evocation wizards. My family visited. This is before my, well, draconic blood really became apparent. I was young. Still just wizard. I wanted to learn from rather powerful evocation wizards, but it turns out they were using their magic for rather dastardly deeds elsewhere. I was away on my studies. My family resided in one of the resting rooms inside that sect of wizards' domicile. I didn't know they were nefarious things, but apparently they were. Mardukaf and the Paragons came to put an end to them while I was collecting the things I need for my rituals and my growth. Not expecting a family visiting to be in the guest quarters. I came back just in time to hear them scream to death as they burned.
How long ago was this?
Some time. There's nothing that remains of them. Believe me, I've tried.
That's not what we meant. We're just trying to gauge when Mardukaf stopped caring about the fine details of being a hero.
I think it's more along the lines of people not putting their own damage in check.
That's what I mean.
Once again, I'm not fucking in there anymore.
Yo!
What do we do now?
So tomorrow we're going to enter his domain.
Then after this night, I will join you on Grinch's Tower and Grinch's Castle.
With Max Senior, like I said, he'll take care of things here while you're gone.
Then, if I'm not burdened by my contract, I agree. I thank you for this opportunity. I really never thought such things were going to happen.
To be honest, we wanted to bring you along on a few things, but you had your job. But now is not a good opportunity.
Especially now that you have another defender.
Mm-hmm.
I should also preface that the people who will be joining us will be Graf and Nesmet.
Yes.
Oh, this one's gonna be a fun one. And then a Mardikev simulacrum will also be joining us. One that was created.
I don't need. You've proven your loyalties enough to me. Sorry, he was really Mardicat there for a second. You've proven your loyalties enough to me. I don't need. I know the nitty-gritty. I know what's going to be happening. I know time and variance, but I'm happy to just be killing a Mardicat.
Alright.
If and when that day comes.
Sandwiches!
Ah. Oh, hey! Emily, I heard you like these. You mind if I get the door for you?
You open the
I
door
like when
and
the old man
someone's
has to climb the stairs.
It's not Raph. It's one of the, more spry
Yeah.
servants. Comes in, drops some sandwiches, some tea. You guys indulge a little bit and continue your conversation.
Thank you. I didn't know people didn't really realize I liked these.
Graf noticed.
He's a good man. You all are good folks. And I will not be able to appreciate how sincere I am thanking you for all of this.
I mean, kept our families safe this far, this long.
I'm looking forward to ending this. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I do want to preface as well that if and when the day comes that we execute Mardikev.
I mean, tomorrow. It's happening, Mac.
I know.
Get on with it.
I would like to extend a hand to you. So,
A lordship? I already have one.
well, you know how the Crunch Foundation exists?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Korvac would like to start our own foundation as well. And we consider you and Vaughn to be prime members of that organization. You have both proven not even loyalty. I consider you to be part of my family.
The only adventure I seek when Mardikev lays slain is the adventure of research and magical exploration. You're young and have the heart of vigor, and I appreciate that, and that will go greatly. But as of right now,
Well,
We're
I
not-
appreciate the invite,
Well-
but I think I will continue my job thus far.
I mean, we're not moving anywhere. When this is over, you're welcome to continue your station.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the invitation.
so, since we're talking about this, I know you want to continue with your research, but say we come across a rather talented being, would you be willing to teach them?
Like I said, I will aid where I can, and I will do what I will and must, and what will aid. But if such the thing, an opportunity arise, absolutely, why would I be such a fool as to turn down those that wish the same lessons I have?
Alright, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't just gonna hold
I'm
yourself
not
up in a
disappearing
tower.
forever,
Yeah,
but this needs to be chronicled.
of course.
Gentlemen, thank you.
You're welcome.
I will gather myself, and I must rest.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the breakfast. Is
Yes.
there anything else I can do for you?
I think that's it.
He opens the door.
You make your way downstairs. Where do we go to from here?
Well, I suppose we should probably have Vaughn send to Graf and Nesbit that tomorrow's the day.
Yeah.
So now that they
And then
know.
also teleport you to the fingers?
Correct.
Delivery's happening in like a minute.
Okay. You teleport yourself. Vaughn gets his instructions. You all are teleported to your village. Is there anything inherently you want to do before? Okay, please stop. Please focus on what we're doing right now. They'll leave it at the front door. It's fine. I want you here.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
Well, I suppose I should gather the two leaders. If we're at my village, I should grab my mother and Kaylin. Yes.
What, Charles?
Well,
The
thing
war, your mother, of course, greets you as it does everybody else when you arrive. It's not wartime here. Like, you guys were a little bit further
I know.
inwards. So things aren't entirely hectic. Like I said, they're still kind of on the rebound. But you get the sense that they were kind of girding their loins and getting ready and, you know, doing as much as they could to secure what they have. Your mother does approach when you arrive. We weren't expecting you so soon. It wasn't a couple of nights before the full moon.
I'll be back, of course, but
What
I mean, we took care of some things in the fingers, and I figured we should probably settle them.
What things?
Reginald and Regina are no longer in this plane.
Is that why the war stopped on the Eastern Front?
But, big armies, no leaders, probably should settle some things before I take care of Mordekath.
Are you going to do that now, or...?
We have no idea how long we'll be in Mordekath's time is different there. I don't want to leave this way.
Are you going to go deal with them then?
Yes.
And what are you going to do? She looks to you, Mac.
I mean, should I be with you, Gorvac?
As much as I think they know you and together you are a sign of strength, if you are with him, it will poorly reflect upon.
It makes sense. Mac, I'm sure you can find something to do for a little bit.
Jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks.
I got stuff.
Well then. Alright. We'll wrap that up, and I was going to say you were going to set up the Magnificent Mansion, but I guess you couldn't put two and two together there! Oh fuck, sorry.
I'll set up the Magnificent Mansion.
No. Go get your fucking... He's got to have a long rest somewhere, and you're going to get attacked unless you're in the Magnificent Mansion.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought that was
Well, I know.
what we were doing there.
I figured that this whole situation with the fingers isn't going to be a quickie, so I figured we're
No,
stopping
no,
right
no.
there.
I know we were going to wrap it up, but I would like to have wrapped it up rather than lost all momentum because we stopped and looked at each other and been like, food's coming in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to wrap it